In this video, our company, a supplier of computer accessories, receives orders from their e-commerce website, and the orders need to be added to a purchase order table in a database in a different department. In order for the shipping team to process the orders and dispatch to customers, the individual line items need to be updated in a purchase order line table. We'll demonstrate how to use the JDBC node in IBM App Connect to build an API to interact with the database with tables spread across different schemas owned by different departments to query an order and insert or update an order if necessary. The integration flow can be exposed as an API that can be invoked by other applications such as their e-commerce website widgets or mobile applications. First, we'll create a flow in IBM App Connect using the JDBC node. So as part of the PO model, we have attributes such as order ID, customer ID, ship method, status, and items, and the items listed correspond to the order lines. I'll click on Operations and then Edit Flow. To perform upsert on a purchase order, first I need to check whether the order exists in the tables. To do that, I will issue a simple select query on the purchase order. This needs to be mapped with the request property, and we can do this in a number of ways. If I type order ID, this mapper bubble will pop up with matched fields. I can click on order ID and it will be automatically selected. Or I can click on the mapping icon, which shows me available mappings, and I can select order ID from the list to map it. Another option is to type a question mark which will show the request body parameters, and I can select order ID and quickly map it. If there are a high number of parameters in the list, I can start to type the keys of the attributes to be mapped, and IBM App Connect Mapper will give me the exact match which I can select and then map it. So you can see from the variety of options available how easy it is to write an SQL query, and this will give me the purchase order for the given order ID. If the record does not already exist in the system, which means I get data as an empty array, I need to insert one with the given parameters. I have already prepared the insert query to insert a record in the P order, so I will copy and paste it into the custom SQL query box. I'm shown that the values are incorrect, and I now need to start matching by selecting from the list of attributes such as order ID, customer ID, ship method, and status. This is the node to insert the purchase order with the given order ID to the P order. Now I'll iterate the for each request items to insert the PO lines for the given purchase order. So for that, I have an insert query on the PO lines where I will insert product name, item number, quantity, and price by selecting the item number and the price for the given product name from the items table. So you can see I can write complex queries here to build a scenario for my order. Now once this insert is complete, I'm going to move to the update part. Firstly, I'm going to update the P order with the given request parameters. Then I'll iterate the for each request items and check whether the product name already exists for that order ID. To do that, I have written a select query for the PO line with a filter on the product name and order ID. If I get the data from the select query on the PO line, I can update the existing record. So for an update, I have updated the query on the PO line to update the given quantity and total price. To get the single item price, I would perform a select from the items table and update the total price in the PO line. So to demonstrate here, if the purchase order already exists and I want to insert a new order line into it, to add a new order line for an existing order, I have added an insert query with the mapped values on this node. So now I have inserted the purchase order for the given request, and if it is an existing order, I have updated the order and the purchase order lines. Next, I need to fetch the complete details of the order with the order lines. So for that, I have written a join query on the P order and the P order line. So I'll copy this, and you can see that I have request.orderID. I'll paste it and it will be converted into a direct mapping automatically. I'll get everything for the order into the response. Now I'll map the response. I'll click Done and start the API. So here is my purchase order API, and now I want to test it. So I have a payload with order ID 110 with the details, and there are two products, display and keyboard. Before sending the request, let me check if I have order ID 110 in the database system table. I can see that it's not there. Now I'll send the request. Okay, the order has now been inserted with the items, display and keyboard, showing the quantities 50 and 6. I'll switch to terminal to check the inserted purchase order and lines of record in the database. There are two items, and now I want to update the display quantity to 5 and keyboard to 10. Then I want to insert one more item, which is a USB, and I want to order 50. So I can see here that the display and keyboard quantity and price fields have been updated, and I have a new entry here for order ID 110, which is USB. We have shown that by using the JDBC node in an IBM App Connect flow, we could create a purchase order upsert API without implementing any code or complex configurations. Thank you.